G'day mate, welcome back to Factorio with me, Jenny. So it's episode 108½, which is a somewhat scary number. Yeah, there's been a lot of episodes so far, and being that it's half episode, we've got to do a recap. So with that out of the way, let's run the intro. So with that out of the way, let's cover what's happened this week. So, a couple of things that happened. Well, lots of things that happened, but a couple of things that happened. So, this week, major project was finishing off this. This was our Faster Than Light Mark II, I guess you could call it. If we look at our production stats, we go to 1 hour and we search for Faster Than Light, these ones. And we set up to say 10 hours. We can see this was our original build all the way up here. That's been pumping out, where are we? Right about here. It's been pumping out half a fast and light drive per minute, which was obviously not enough. We were launching rockets slightly faster than that, and we went and got a new build up and running, which does about 1 fast and light drive per minute. So now we're making about 1.5, which is this build here, which has like seas and seas of green circuits. Blue circuits at the wazoo, red circuits at the wazoo, more green circuits to produce all our modules to finally get this up and running. Yes, this is running at full speed. Why are you not running? Why aren't you running? Why are you not running? Yes, this is running at full speed. Why are you not running? That looks like a flaw. Because that's meant to feed in there. Okay, so it's almost running at full speed. So that was one of the big projects for this week. Other big projects is we jump on a train and we go fix that, because otherwise I might forget and it might not get fixed. We want to go to there. Other big projects for the week. We finally upgraded our main steel line, wherever it is, to stack steel. So we're now running a stack steel recipe all the way through the base, which meant I spent almost a whole episode cleaning up the many, many belts of steel that we're feeding in and off the bus. It was a little bit of a disaster, but we cleaned that up. We've sorted out all our excess steel so it pops out the end of the bus. So that got cleaned up as well. We fixed up storage because our storage became an absolute mess. It still is a mess, don't get me wrong. It's still a giant mess, but it's less messy than it was before. We had a metric crap ton of copper in there that we removed, and copper ore and copper plate and all that sort of stuff. That all got removed. That's all been sorted. That's all been reinserted. Copper here, iron ore. Nope. Here. Yeah, it all got reinserted back into the bus. On top of that, if we just go put down this one belt, which will technically make the build run 25% faster, I think. My math serves me correctly. Hey, one belt. Yeah, all the ones are running, not running, backed up, okay. Running, backed up, running, okay. So you should output something. Then you should input something. How many have you made? Number of projects finished 9, 7. So it obviously did work, and then somewhere along the line I broke it. You know, stereotypical JD. So, what else did we do? Wood. We upped our wood burning progress. Let's take our train back to base. So our wood burning progress. We have central storage. We have 342,000 wood in stock. JD's a little bit zealous with the decom planner and doesn't like seeing wood ever, so we've been doing a really good job of burning that off. The catch is it's piled up and piled up. So we have our lovely wood burner system that has been upgraded, and now it's running multiple roboports and all sorts of things and radars, and just try to really milk that electricity charge and trying to burn off timber as fast as possible. Again, if we look at production stats, 1 hour wood, I hope it is. Hey! 209 per minute. So we have a few thousand hours of wood to go. Yeah. Well, we're burning off 12,000 per hour, so 341. Yeah, there's a few hours worth. On top of that, let's remove that so we don't break anything. On top of that, what else did we add? We sped up wood burning. We upgraded our smelters. We also came down to our rocket control units. And one, put down more buffer boxes. Two, went through this and finally upgrade this to the next tier. So this is now running all speed 6s, all prod 4s, all the way through the build. Which actually meant half the build got deleted, which is awesome. I love like removing like copper used to come, or copper smelting used to come all the way out here. Half that got deleted. Iron and copper smelting used to come all the way out to here. Half that got deleted. Red circuit, no, blue circuits. Blue circuits was halved in size as well. Just upgrading our modules just means we can get rid of a certain amount of excess that we no longer need because we're running better modules with better beacons. On top of that, the overall production also increased as well. Lastly, we also did the same back at main base. We had smelters all the way out to here. They all got trimmed down because we finally upgraded these to speed 3s, prod... beacon 3... No, these already had beacon 3s. So speed 6s, prod 6s. They shrunk this build down. At the same time, this lovely build. This was another one of, like, not really a major project for the week, but definitely a project. This got trimmed down as well. So this was still running speed 3s with... No, speed 3s with beacon 1s with prod 3s. So this got a upgrade to the beacons to a Mark 3. It got upgrade on the prod mods because it had spare prod mods to Mark 6. And we're still running speed 3s through this whole build. Which probably means we can come down here next week, and that's probably going to be our very first project, to upgrade all this to speed 6s. Because now that the main base has had a logistics. Module... minus 14, that's a good number. Now the main base has had a little bit of time to recover. It turns out, for whatever reason, I don't have any speed 6s. Probably because they're being loaded onto the train. Yeah. Yeah, we're slowly loading up the train. It has 2,000 speeds and a few hundred prods, so we're definitely getting there. And we're also chewing through research still. Research is another thing that I wanted to get to this week, and it didn't happen. Probably going to be also an early project next week. Increase our labs out a whole lot further because we were doing the mining drone production, which is a 30-second research, because we've been doing mining drone productivity, because we've swapped over to mining productivity to increase our oil from our pump jacks. It's a 60-second research, so I can probably add a few more labs on the end. On top of that, this whole build through here was all designed around speed 3. So if I upgrade all these to speed 6s, in theory, we can probably double our production. On top of that, we did upgrade Soul... Helps if you had the right damn recipe. That one. We did upgrade solar. We did upgrade accumulators. Again, they're running a whole bunch faster. They're full. Why are they full? I bet they're full because we're out of blue circuits. You use normal solar. You're not running because those inserters are turned off. Okay. Which is not running because... What do you require? Blue circuits. Blue circuits. Yeah, we've got a small blue circuit problem. As in, there's none left. With this system kicking in full speed, it doesn't kick out any more blue circuits anymore. So again, probably a project for next week. Get a few more blue circuits up and running. We can do We can siphon, because this is overbuilt slightly. We can and will do a small amount of siphoning off of this. So we want to go out of that, into a stacker, into an unstacker, reverse that, put a box on the end. We want you to prioritize left. We'll put the exact same here with a friendly roboport. Okay, friendly roboport, and we probably need to put a roboport right there because there's going to be lots of bots coming down here. So we do have some overproduction down here that we're probably promptly going to steal. Doesn't matter wherever it is, I'm going to put a roboport in the exact same spot. There and there. And voila. So we can steal a little bit of excess production out of those without too much hassle. Which at least hopefully gets solar up and running. On top of that, we've been laying down just a tiny bit of concrete. Speaking of concrete. Did that work? Nope. I think this has been improved in the next version of Factorio. I think I'm on 40 and 42's out now. I don't know. The other thing we did is we upped our buffer in all our boxes. So we're actually now pulling in 900 into each box, hoping to give ourselves basically a big fat buffer in our silos. That was another minor change, and currently this is what's holding us up, which requires blue circuits, which of course we haven't had any blue circuits. That's been half the problem. Okay, so with that fixed, does that mean solar's now running faster? Okay, let's give you some speed 6s. You're requesting 450, and there's 5,000 in the network and counting up. Good. And we're building purple? We're putting down purple. I think that's still... Oh no, technically we've got too many machines. So let's give you some speed 3s. At least then the issue is this machine's not going to run fast enough, which is something... Oh, actually, I didn't even consider this earlier. I really wanted to... Yeah. Sure. As long as if we haven't been out of... out of modules for a long time. Are you running speed 3s? Oh, wow. Yeah, they're 3s. Well. Allow me to apologize. Have some 6s. I have no idea what that's going to do to our iron and copper lines, but I'm assuming it'll be okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll throw some beacons at our solar panel production because it's going okay, but it could definitely go better. Hang on. Let's copy that again. 900. 900 seems like a better number. And how many are you requesting? 400. 800. 800. With 1.2k titanium. How much titanium do we have in storage? Heaps. Okay. So yeah, that's been about it for this week. It's been a pretty quiet week. We have been trying to tally up and add more supporters. Hang on. Yeah, they're on speed 6s. Yeah, they're all on speed 6s. There we go. Okay. We have been telling up our supporters, and I have been launching supporters left, right, and center. The YouTube, I think we're up to date. Twitch is nowhere near up to date. Patreon is also nowhere up to date. There's a few more launches that need to happen. Anyway, with that said, I don't think there's anything else to add this week. It was a busy week with big projects. Like, this took... hours and hours. In fact, let's do a quick copy. No, keep going. Yeah, 23,000 belt, 29,000 belt, 29,000 belt was laid down here. Yeah, it's taken a little while. We've also had a few problems with these guys. These guys keep happening to hit our trains over and over. As you can see, we have damaged track everywhere. They have eaten a number of trains this week. I have no idea what to do about them. We can increase our artillery range. Yeah, we could take our range up another notch or two. The biggest catch we have is the further I push the range out, or the further I push the butters back, the further the pollution spreads. The further the pollution spreads, the more the map generates. The more the map generates, the bigger the save file I have, the longer it takes to actually me to load up the map every single time. And well, that's a lot of pollution being eaten. On top of that, we have been, yeah, just wandering around the map, just writing die, just repeatedly, just because, you know, friends and they lots of artillery that fire like Gatling guns, and it does clear out the neighbors reasonably quickly. Yeah, it turns out writing die is not the most effective. Generally, spirals do way better than writing die, but die has a just it makes me feel a little bit better inside when you get to be left with a die written across the map in artillery shell explosions. Yeah. Where are we? Let's find a new target. Actually, let's not find a new target. Let's just go to here and we'll just draw a spiral. And boom, boom, boom. Like, Gatling gun artillery is handy, especially when you have multiple of them that can all shoot the same spot. And like I said, spirals do wonders. They really, really kill everything in the surrounding area. That was a horrible spiral. Okay, maybe I need to work on my spiral game. Oh no, there's still shells incoming. A number of shells incoming. Yeah, like, spirals do a pretty good job. But yeah, with that said, I don't think there's anything to add for this week. Like, it's been a week of big projects. Swapping over steel to stacked recipes took like a whole episode. This took like 3 episodes. This took like 2 episodes. That's pretty much it. Like, we have been upgrading old builds to the latest version. In fact, I think this got an upgrade as well. Maybe that was done last week. I think at this stage, this is the oldest style of build we have, because this is still running speed 3s. Yes, everything else has been pretty much upgraded to speed 6s. Well, that and science. Science hasn't been upgraded to speed 6s yet. Maybe that's again a project for this week, especially now that we've got steel sorted. Steel is, well, it's a solid belt, which is miles better. We might even just add steel if I can walk through. Yeah, we might even just add steel to both sides of the belt. So yeah, it's been a pretty intense week with lots of stuff happening. But anyway, with all that said, I think I need to read some names and watch some supporters in tomorrow's episode. So we need to start at 35. Oh, that was the other thing I needed to mention, and I have been mentioning it. I have been mentioning it whenever I can. This week coming will be the last week of SubX before 1.0's release. So the idea is, and EditorJet has already put down some markers and some other episodes from Factorio due out on the 14th, so you'll probably find there will be a video on the 14th for SubX and probably the 15th. And then this series is going to take a 1-week hiatus, and I will be doing a new series really aimed at new players, but, you know, it'll be a new series. So we'll be doing a brand new series at least for a week, well, for the first week, and then I'll be probably running 2 series side by side. I'll be running a brand new series aimed at new players getting through to a rocket, at which point after that first week, SubX will continue from there, and then we'll be running both series side by side. In saying that, SubX, because it's that much bigger, that much longer, we're probably going to cut it down to 3 episodes a week, maybe 4. It could be the full 7. I don't know. But I'll also be trying to continue with our tutorial series because I've been doing tutorials, been aiming for three tutorials a week. It's been about 2, to be honest, because tutorials take a lot longer to do than anything else. But with all that said, let's go through and murder some names. So we needed to start at 35. So we have Kari Rengu, we have Dan W, we have hang on, let's see whether I can get Google Translate up on the screen quick enough. We have detect language, please. Okay, hang on. We have
Andric.
Well, there you go. We have Alex Cromwell. We have LJ. We have Lewis Montmarcrete. We have Timothy blah 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 Bell. We have Jericho DV. We have Jerick, yeah. Manuel Silva. We have Francis Fitzpatrick. We have Raphael Riztoski. We have Zugama. We have Azrael. We have Kim Christian. We have Lady Lux. We have Jerry P. We have Nathas Valis. We have Lick 3. We have Kristen Killsworth. Kristen Killsworth. And people have made some comments about like weird double names. I think this is a hangover from Google Plus. So I think in case of Kristen's name, it's Kristen's name with Kristen Killsworth, and then Google Plus would let you put in a nickname. So I think that was Chrissy or Chris. And consequently, the API is pulling both names together. But we also have Muppet Thighs, because sure, why not? Probably better than Thunder Thighs. But anyway, Dave Newman, and we have Peter Buller. With all that said, that's where we're going to end today's episode. It is a short episode. It is a recap episode. That's perfectly fine. You will find that there is a Friday Facts to go with this. So, there's always something else to watch. Oh, that's the other thing I should really mention. On top of everything else that's happening, and this is probably why SubX is going to get cut down to 3 days a week, is because myself and Pooper are starting a brand new series. So you get to look forward to that as well, to celebrate 1.0. But anyway, with all that said, I need to thank Renatasavikas as well for clicking the subscribe button and receiving their intergalactic rocket. And with that said, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. All right, bye.